I've spent over 3 decades in emergency medicine, and there's one truth I wish every person over 60 knew: your first heart attack might come without warning. It won't wait for your family to come home. It won't wait for you to finish dinner. And if you're alone, it could be over before help even arrives. Nearly half of heart attack deaths happen before the patient ever reaches a hospital, not because modern medicine failed, but because time was lost. People ignore the signs. They convince themselves it's nothing. They freeze. And in those lost minutes, lives end. But here's the good news: there are simple, science-backed actions that can dramatically increase your chances of survival, even if you're completely alone. These are not myths or internet tricks. These are the same techniques cardiologists teach their patients every single day. Today, I'll walk you through 7 essential steps that could save your life when every second counts. And trust me, if you remember even half of them, you'll already be ahead of 90% of people out there. Let's start with the most important move, the one that decides whether you live long enough to see tomorrow. Call for help, immediately, not eventually. If your chest feels like it's being crushed, if breathing suddenly feels difficult, or if a cold sweat breaks out of nowhere, treat it as a heart attack until proven otherwise. Do not wait. Do not see if it goes away. And never, ever try to tough it out. Time is heart muscle. Every minute you hesitate, more of that muscle dies. Studies show that people who call emergency services within the first 5 to 10 minutes are up to 50% more likely to survive than those who delay. Yet many seniors wait 2 hours or more, often because they don't want to make a fuss. One man I treated, 66 years old, felt pressure in his chest but thought it was gas. He waited 4 hours before calling 911. By the time we reached him, the damage was irreversible. Don't let hesitation kill you. Call immediately. That's step 1. Chew, don't swallow, an aspirin, if safe. Once you've called for help, your next move is tiny but powerful: chew an aspirin, unless your doctor has told you not to. Why chew? Because aspirin thins your blood and prevents the clot from growing, and chewing lets it work within minutes. A massive global study found that taking aspirin during a heart attack can cut the risk of death by 23%. But every minute matters, so keep a bottle of uncoated aspirin somewhere easy to reach, and chew one 325 mg tablet as soon as symptoms hit. I'll never forget a 70-year-old patient who did exactly that. Alone at home, he felt the pain, chewed his aspirin, and called 911. His doctor later told him, "That pill probably saved your life." Sit up straight and loosen anything tight. When your heart is struggling, every detail matters, even how you're sitting. If you lie down, your heart and lungs have to work harder. If your belt or shirt is tight, it restricts blood flow. So here's what to do: sit upright with your back supported, loosen your clothes, and let your chest expand. This reduces pressure on your lungs, improves airflow, and lightens the load on your heart. It sounds small, but it saved countless lives. One 74-year-old woman in Florida survived her heart attack simply because she sat up and stayed still instead of collapsing to the floor. Cough hard and often, if you feel faint. This one surprises most people: coughing can keep you conscious during a heart attack. Doctors call it cough CPR. By coughing forcefully every 2 to 3 seconds, you push blood from your chest to your brain, buying crucial seconds before help arrives. It's not a cure, but it's a lifeline. A retired mechanic once told me how he survived alone in his workshop. As his vision blurred, he started coughing over and over until paramedics arrived. He stayed conscious the entire time. Without those coughs, he likely would have collapsed. Unlock your door and keep your phone close. One of the most heartbreaking stories I've seen was a man who dialed 911 and then collapsed behind a locked door. Paramedics arrived fast, but they lost precious minutes breaking in. By the time they reached him, it was too late. Don't let that happen to you. Before you feel too weak to move, unlock your door and keep your phone within arm's reach. If possible, put the phone on speaker so you can talk without holding it. Your phone is your lifeline. An unlocked door is the bridge that lets help reach you. Together, they can save minutes, and minutes mean survival. Tip number 2, breathe slowly and deeply. Panic is deadly. When fear hits, your body floods with adrenaline, raising your heart rate, spiking your blood pressure, and forcing your damaged heart to work harder. Fight that response with slow, deep breathing. Inhale deeply through your nose. Exhale gently through pursed lips. Aim for about 6 to 8 breaths per minute. This calms your nervous system, lowers your heart's workload, and improves oxygen flow. Many patients who stayed conscious through a heart attack told me they focused entirely on their breath, and that focus bought them time until help arrived. Man in lotus position. Tip number 1, stay still. Stay calm. Do nothing else. Your instincts will scream at you to move, to stand up, to walk, to shake it off. But movement forces your heart to pump harder. And during a heart attack, that extra demand can be fatal. Do less. Breathe more. Stay still. Think of your heart like a fragile engine running on fumes. Every extra movement revs the engine, and risks blowing it apart. The calmer and stiller you stay, the more oxygen your heart and brain get, and the higher your chances of surviving. Adhesive bandage. Conclusion: knowledge is power. You can't always prevent a heart attack, but you can prepare for one. Here's your survival checklist one last time. Telephone receiver. Call emergency services immediately. Pill. Chew an aspirin if it's safe. Chair. Sit upright and loosen tight clothes. Dashing away. Cough hard if you feel faint. Key. Unlock the door and keep your phone close. Breathe deeply and slowly. Man in lotus position. Stay calm and still. Each step buys you precious minutes, and those minutes can mean the difference between tragedy and another tomorrow. Now I want to hear from you. Do you keep aspirin in your home? And have you ever experienced heart attack symptoms? Share your story in the comments, it might save someone else's life. If this video helped you, tap the like button, subscribe,